Wow, here we are, already at the end. I unfortunately didn't get to all my video ideas due to the lack of time with all my other commitments, but I'm so proud of the 4 that I managed to make, as well as the lessons learned. To start off, I'm going to share about what I learned on the technology side of things. Right at the beginning, I experienced a setback as the new editing software that I wanted to download required my laptop to be running the newest macOS. This was an issue since I somehow hadn't updated my software since 2018, and there was this whole process to discover and follow. Thankfully, after 2 hours, I had my editing software downloaded smoothly, and I realized all the cool macOS features I was missing out on, like dark mode. And of course, I learned how to use DaVinci Resolve to edit, and I'm glad, because I like this so much more than Adobe Premiere Elements, my previous editing software. And for the very first time, I actually used my GoPro footage to make a video, and I also now know the correct angle to adjust said GoPro so that it wouldn't just be filming my legs. Lastly, one more thing worth mentioning is the attitude I gained from the seemingly small action, that is, trying out a new editing software. Prior to this, I was always so fixated with Adobe Premiere Elements, and I didn't want to change because that meant I had to step outside of what I knew and be forced to start from the bottom. Doing this Capstone project gave me a secondary push, and I'm really grateful, because I was able to discover that in fact I like using DaVinci Resolve so much more, and it will save me a ton of time when I edit in the future. All in all, not only did I broaden my competencies with different editing softwares, but I'm also now more keen on tackling new things and not having to rely on a sole system that I am comfortable with. Next, I want to share about my learnings regarding my principles and values. Again, at the beginning of this project, I faced another setback, this time my proposal being rejected. Now, this is not meant to be any disrespect to my teacher. In fact, I am thankful for this disappointment since it really made me reflect on myself and how much I wanted to make a YouTube channel for my Capstone project. Sure, I didn't have the best arguments at that time, though deep down I knew this was something that I wanted to explore. And from this, I take away the lesson of fighting for what you believe in and recognizing to what length you will go for it. In life, there will always be unbased critics and rejection. Yet if you look at those who become successful in what they love, they succeed because they chose not to listen to critics and instead learned and persevered from rejection. I didn't know what to expect when I messaged my teacher to see if there was a way that we could make my project work. Regardless of what the outcome would have been, I'm proud that I spoke up and at least tried to advocate for myself. Continuing on with this, the theme of my capstone was to learn about myself and document life in the small moments that bring me joy. In my first video, I filmed at my hockey team's Christmas skate, where we rented a whole ice rink to ourselves, played skirmishes, and drank hot chocolate. In my second video, it was more of a compilation of various clips from when it snowed at school, making a gingerbread house from scratch with my friends, to rainy car rides. There's actually a small story that I want to share. Before editing this second video, I was in one of my monthly or quarterly existential crises. Basically, sometimes I come across something, be it on social media or through my daily life, that makes me question myself and doubt everything that I am doing. To put it simply, my self-esteem plummets while my ego rises. I was discovering the art of contemporary dance and relishing how it mesmerized me when I stumbled on an Instagram account of the Juilliard School. It was all very inspiring until I came across a few student profiles. One of them featured a 12-year-old girl, and basically she is a prodigy at piano and amongst other things. She was accepted to one of their pre-professional programs at the age of 7, played at many concerts and ceremonies, and even holds national titles in chess, Spanish, and photography. Wow, I thought to myself as I read through her biography. And of course, the human nature of jealousy came about, and I just started to question all the life choices I had made. Looking back on this now, it might have appeared very naive or insignificant, though in that very moment, I felt like I was stuck in a hole. Anyways, still feeling down, I got on my bed and began editing my video. As I rewatched my work over and over again, I became teary-eyed, not of sadness, but of joy. I'd forgotten why I decided to make that video, to document the small moments in life, ones that in my opinion hold the most significance. In our society, it is very easy to become fixated on accolades, status, wealth, and a resume. This is absolutely not how I want to live, because only focusing on these aspects and participating in the never-ending competition drives one to their downfall, and also affects those around them. Seeing my video, it reminded me of how I choose to live my life. It's great that the 12-year-old has accomplished a lot, but she is not me, and that is not the only pathway to lead your life. Sure, I have dreams and aspirations, though in the end, I just want to live a life with as few regrets possible, be mindful and enjoy the little moments, as well as surround myself with people I care about and who care about me. Finally, in my third video, I analyzed Instagram posts from my folder, which featured posts and individuals that inspire me and hold value in my heart. To conclude, I enjoyed this project as it allowed me to analyze and organize the spiritual side of my life, along with building resilience in the face of obstacles. It might not have been your typical capstone, but it definitely suited my interests and allowed me to reflect my values on a deeper level, as opposed to an employment. I've always been very passionate and already knew what I wanted to do career-wise since grade 6. And with my military aspirations, I am already in contact with a recruiter. I therefore wanted to utilize this opportunity to explore my creative side, which had been neglected since grade 7. Technical skills and self-confidence go hand in hand in post-secondary life, as highlighted in the memoir of a former FBI and CIA agent. Someone could be good at analyzing criminals, but hold a huge ego and belittle coworkers with misogyny. Thanks to this experience, and once over the course of my life, I not only have a plan for life after high school in terms of jobs and education, but also a better understanding of my character and how I want to conduct myself. And if I really want to dig a little further, this capstone can still help me in the traditional post-secondary sense, as I want to possibly pursue acting or photojournalism after life in the military. Whether it be being more comfortable in front of a camera or practicing creativity, a lot has been gained, and I plan to continue my YouTube channel even after this. Thank you.